All right, welcome back to the channel. So, another blockbuster from the Teofimo Lopez camp. Teofimo Lopez's father actually reveals the issue, or what I think he would argue the breach of contract is with Top Rank that is going to allow Teofimo Lopez out of that contract, and at the same time does something that I really appreciate, which is say that they need a pay-per-view fight against Devin Haney for Undisputed so they can settle all of this nonsense. Let's talk about what Teofimo Lopez had and a little bit of what Teofimo Lopez Jr. had to say about this subject in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So, and by the way, thank you so much to everybody that supports in the live streams that we do at 8 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Sunday. And because all of the revenue that we get from there goes to support the promotions that we do on the Instagram channel. Please follow me on the Instagram. So let's get into this. But a few days ago, Teofimo Lopez came out and said that Todd DeBuff and Top Rank had given them the golden ticket to get out of their contract, right? And I did the video about it, but Teofimo Lopez Jr. didn't say specifically what it was, right? So I basically was like, okay, it has to do something with the standard term, you know, how much money you're getting paid for a fight, how many times you're supposed to fight a year. It's got to be something related to that Top Rank is not living up to that would allow Teofimo Lopez to get out of that contract, right? So today I listened to an interview with Teofimo Lopez Sr., and it was an interview that I enjoyed a lot. I thought the dude was very, very straightforward. Obviously, the guy is on his P's and Q's about the money, understands that, you know, has a clear picture that his job is to get his son fights, to make as much money as he can so that his son can retire from the sport healthy, wealthy, and wise. Absolutely the right look for his father. And then he gives me the answer to the question that I was looking for, right? Which was, what is the golden ticket and what is the reason that Teofimo Lopez feels like, you know, that he can walk out? And here it is. They promised, according to Teofimo Lopez Sr., Top Rank in their agreement with Teofimo Lopez have an agreement for 3 fights a year. 3 fights a year with a minimum payment associated with it. Now, from other mentions, other things that other people said, right? Now, this is nothing that I've gotten from Teofimo Lopez or Jr. or Top Rank. But it's when it was put in the paper that Teofimo Lopez was holding out against Vasily Lomachenko for more money, and that he was originally offered $1.5 million, which I think that would be his minimum, but he got it up to $2.5 million, right? That's a $1 million increase, right? And this next fight, well, we'll leave that fight out of that. But just think, that was the fight for Vasily Lomachenko in the year 2020. So in the year 2020, Teofimo Lopez only fought one time. He only fought one time, and he only fought one time for $2.5 million. If the contract called for 3 fights at a minimum of 1.5, that would mean that they would owe him $4.5 million a year, right? 1.5 and 1.5 is 3. 3 and 1.5 is 4.5. So Teofimo Lopez, according to his contract in the minimum, should have earned $4.5 million last year in 2020, but only earned $2.5 million from the one Vasily Lomachenko fight. That, my friend, is what you call breach of contract. If you are supposed to give him a certain amount of fights for a certain amount of money and you don't, then you're in breach of contract, and they can give you an opportunity to remedy it, or if they want to, renegotiate the terms. However, you are definitely in some problems. So why would that be the case with Top Rank? Top Rank's argument is going to be, and this is really funny for me because Top Rank can't have things both ways, right? So in this particular instance, if they were going to say, well, we don't really owe you all of that money because we're in a pandemic, man, come on, right? That should be some special exception to that. Well, they can't at the same time say the same thing to Deontay Wilder about Tyson Fury, right? That, oh, the contract's up, but hey, a pandemic, that's not on us. Can't say that to Deontay Wilder and over here ask Teofimo Lopez to cut them a break because it's a pandemic. You know, Teofimo Lopez ain't getting any younger because of the pandemic. So that obviously is what it may allow Teofimo Lopez to get out. And to tell you that from what I can see, I don't understand exactly how Top Rank is even going to be able to remedy that because they're still in a pandemic and ESPN's budget has to have shrunk because of the amount of money in the NFL and the different sports programming. My understanding it is that, you know, there's significantly less money in those, and who knows if the fees that they're paying associated with those are the same or have gone up because of for whatever reason. So in this financially uncertain times, Top Rank would have to either ask ESPN for more money so they can put it on top, which ESPN did, gave an extra $1 million for Teofimo last time. But do you think that they're going to give him an extra, like, oh, we need to fight Teofimo Lopez 3 times a year? You know what I'm saying? 3 times a year, and let's build that extra amount into the budget. No, I don't think that they will, because that would prevent them from having the revenue, the money to put into other fights, right? Some of the fights that we just really don't care about that get put on ESPN. Like, and some people care about Navrati and, you know, fights like that. But, you know, by and large, if they were going to readjust their budget to get Teofimo Lopez 3 fights a year, then they would have to probably give up some of the undercards and you know, it would increase the quality of Top Rank's card, right? Because you could have Teofimo Lopez in 3 decent fights, or, you know, probably 1 decent fights and, you know, other acceptable fights, you know, or you can get a bunch more of fighters from lower caliber fighters where, you know, people are going to watch and you can get your advertiser dollars. I think that what they're going to do is I think that they're going to side and not give that money to Teofimo Lopez. Now, the last thing or the most important thing is that I really did like from what Teofimo Lopez said is like they're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. They're giving ESPN or they're giving Top Rank an opportunity to make it right. And what they said was, look, from now on, moving forward, if we're going to stay with Top Rank and if we're going to, you know, be on ESPN, then the fight needs to be pay-per-view. Because if it's pay-per-view, then we have an opportunity to bet on ourselves and earn whatever extra revenue may come from people wanting just to buy the fight. So, and the fight that they mentioned, and I like this a lot, the fight that they mentioned was a pay-per-view fight for the undisputed title, lightweight title against Devin Haney. That would be an excellent fight. I don't know if it is a pay-per-view worthy fight or not, but, you know, it would most certainly get rid of this whole conversation about who's undisputed and who's not at 135 pounds. Now, who Teofimo Lopez would fight on pay-per-view, I'm not sure, because I don't think that either Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor at 147, at 140 are pay-per-view fights. Maybe the pay-per-view that, you know, the only pay-per-view fighter for sure that we know is is in that weight class 135 is Gervonta Davis. Maybe that, or maybe a Vasily Lomachenko rematch, which I don't know really would be pay-per-view. But anyway, all in all, I like the Lopez's approach to it. I like how they are just very centered on the money, and Teofimo Lopez is an excellent fighter. And then he acknowledged that the Devin Haney fight is what would wrap up that lightweight division. That's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.